And good evening everyone who is watching the stream of VOD arrives on air, and finally a miracle happened. I got some time to play in DayZ and I'm more or less on time, so around my normal time. A little bit earlier, but just a little bit, so doesn't count. I still have problems with like sleeping, well, getting back to my normal sleep schedule, let's put it that way. So I don't think I'm going to last long today, so probably going to be a short stream, because I kinda, well, for me, I woke up pretty early today. That's for me. So won't be able to stay up all night as I usually would do. So, but a little bit of time for a little bit of DayZ, more or less around my normal streaming time, so that's already sorta kinda a huge win. So there's a server, there's a character that I teleported. I think it's the one that I had. Oh yeah, okay, just give me a second. Let me hide in the woods here. Just a short second. Gotta figure one thing. Just a sec. Okay, here we are. So this character has been with me since quite some time ago, as you can see. Pretty geared guy. Wait, what? Am I already having hallucinations? I just started playing the game. So, with pretty serious firepower on him, even with a shotgun, empty shotgun. That's kinda stupid. Either we keep it or we get rid of the shotgun. So this character still has a pumpkin. And on top of the pumpkin, he still has not just a pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern. So this character has been around for quite some time. And this character still has a card for the bunker. Well, that's kinda easier to find than jack-o'-lantern. So, and I don't know, maybe if I survive long enough, I'll be able to make it to the bunker and use the jack-o'-lantern that works as a poor man's night vision to kinda just go around the bunker. The thing is that I don't really need anything from the bunker, because this character already has pretty much top guns. But it's just the thing about trying that. I've been thinking about using jack-o'-lantern as night vision for the bunker for quite some time, and I never actually managed to get there. This character has only Desert Eagle as a silenced weapon. Oops. Oh, good start. Just for a second I saw the sign of server disconnect, and then yeah, we lost the connection. Okay, OBS is working, the stream's streaming. Let's see if I can get back. That was super strange. Usually you would see like the warning signs, the disconnection disconnection signs for quite some time, yellow then red, and that one just like, and it's gone. And I lost connection. I wasn't kicked because of high ping or anything. Yeah, okay, if I'm having problems with this server, I might have to go to some other one. I don't want to see people just teleporting around me like insane. So, we don't have a lot of silenced, unfortunately. So it would be nice to actually ditch this and get something like the Glock with a silencer instead. Yeah, I haven't played third person in a while. Feels strange. Oh, there's a base here. But I think I'll manage. Looks oddly familiar. Is there a base in the house? And there's a base on the second floor. There is a base. Oh, that's interesting. Some structures are on the second floor. But here it's all empty and clean. Okay. Sofa. Welcome. Yeah, I'll try my best, but I feel kind of really rusty, to be honest. Even like strange. That's usually not the case, even after like quite some time of not playing DayZ. But not today. Today it feels like really sort of kind of upside down. But yeah, welcome, man. Hope everything is amazing, and hope your workday just goes nice and calm and whatnot. Okay. So this is a pretty geared character. You know me, I don't like to start with geared characters. Especially like start. I'm on the coast right now. Well, in case of Livonia, that's not the coast, that's just the north. So but I don't think I have an option of starting with a fresh character. I don't think I have any characters, any copies of DayZ, any Steam accounts where I could just do that. If we are talking about vanilla servers, of course. So okay, I'm going to avoid, at least, well, try to stay away from Brenna since we are on a mission, but mainly because I feel like I gotta get a little bit more used to the controls pretty much. I have a feeling that I need a little bit of practice. Chamber Senator, good evening, welcome. Nice to see you. Hope everything's amazing. As you can see, I'm finally here with DayZ and more or less around my normal time. So it's like a miracle at this point. So, but yeah, as I said in the beginning, since my sleep schedule is still broken, I might not be able to like last for long. And sometimes in this case, well, in my case, not lasting for long would mean like literally not leaving just the city I would just log in. So the town, the village. But I'm gonna try to start moving south at least. I kinda want to get inside the bunker. I've tried actually to get to the bunker several times, and I don't think I ever got killed. I would just end up teleporting my character to another server and losing my position on the map. So progress of moving towards the Livonian bunker. Ooh, Chamber Senator. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, man. 50 years. Yeah. Well, I mean, you made it that far. Let's hope for 50 more. Congrats. Congrats. And all the best wishes. Yeah, hope everything is great. I'm good. My only problem recently so far has been like broken sleep schedule because of, well, not being consistent myself, not being like properly, I don't know what would be the right word here, the most right word. So pretty much procrastinating again. That's always a thing, unfortunately. And then yeah, when your sleep schedule's broken and you got to do things still as an adult, you'd end up like with not a lot of time to play games. So for getting ready for the big 50, yeah, I've turned 46 in January. Still not feeling it. Still feeling like 45. Oh, Jason Max. So, but I've actually moved quite some of my projects forward, working on guitars. Today actually we kind of discussed it a little bit on Space Melody Lab channel, and even we've shown some, we had shown some stuff, but that was in Russian. So so far, thank you. Welcome, Mountain Man. Always nice to see you. Hope everything's going good. Okay. Okay. Let's get away from this open field. The server is actually pretty populated, but it's strangely quiet on the coast. I don't like it. I'm going to just start moving towards the bunker. Since we have a goal and I don't really have... well, I mean, I have a lot of time tonight. I don't think I'll be able just to stay awake for long enough to actually do everything I want. So... yeah, I'll try to just be on my way and move as fast as I can. So yeah. So let's get a little bit drier-ish, drier-ish. I don't have really lots of food, so cannot stay all cold. I just realized that the Valentine's Day event has started. I just realized that. Okay, so there's that too. So from one event to another. This character is from like the Halloween event. All the way to the Valentine's Day event. Okay. Okay. This doesn't get wet, which is absolutely amazing. This one would have been amazing for Sahal. Let's finish up the foods and start moving. Why do I have this shovel on my backpack? I have no idea. Again, this character, I don't even remember it. Don't even remember him. So be nice to find some mushrooms. I should have spawned a couple just by being around. So this place would be like the middle of the map, east-west wise of that direction, or a little bit maybe to the west, but the bunker is all the way in the west, southwestern corner. So we gotta probably just keep going a little bit diagonally. So I hope my sense of direction is still working, because yeah, I kind of feel a little bit out of it playing DayZ. Haven't played for a little bit, unintentionally. Just didn't have time, didn't have either time or energy, let's put it that way. So, but today I'm kind of feeling like I haven't played DayZ for like a couple months, which is really strange. So I'm trying to like get used to it again as fast as possible. So, okay, this is the road between the Kalimbrody military base or whatever it's called and Sobotka down there. Oh, and my character is now getting hot. So maybe we should visit Sobotka to drink a little bit there. And Sobotka and Brenna on populated servers. And populated in Livonia, it's anything more than 10. They quite often would have people, or at least like would have signs of people, usually dead people. Signs of people in form of dead people. So, but yeah, since my character is getting hot, going to the well and just rehydrating properly there is a good idea. Zombies, yeah, zombies tend to go pretty far these days. They used to build spawning around like a couple spots in the settlement, but now, yeah. Since we are here, let's check up a couple houses. If the houses have food, that might mean that the place is empty. If there's no food, that's how it works in Sobotka. There's always food unless there's a ton of players running around. Okay. Sobotka is like food central, the food central of this area. Okay, there is food. So far not much, but there is some. There's usually so much, that's signs of people, I think. There's usually so much that only quite some players running around can actually loot it enough, loot it deeply enough to actually take all the food. To make it like empty. Okay, there is food, so probably not a lot of people around. Zombies in every corner, but that's normal. Okay, I don't know what's in this canteen. Supposed to be actually clean, fresh water, but I'm not going to risk it. Here we have quite some zombies around, but quite some of them are in the fields out there. So far, no signs of people. Yeah, famous last words. Chamber Senator, that sounds like actually a very solid, amazing plan. I pretty much try to do the same, but I quit smoking quite some time ago, so not going back to that habit, but your plan sounds actually super tempting. And yeah, in my case, instead of whiskey, that would have been some brandy, but and a cigar. Yeah, I had a pipe, not a big, never been a big pipe smoker, but a cigar, a nice cigar. Maybe not something big, maybe something flavored, like cherry flavored, cigarillas. So yeah. So you got my seal of approval pretty much on your plan. So okay, let's see if we can get this zombie, yeah, following me inside. Don't want his body next to the well. Yeah, it seems... Yeah, they are lagging. Unfortunately, my connection to the server is not great. Okay, we don't need to spend all day in this village. Let's just drink up and start moving. And one more. One more, I say it. 7. Not a knife. What the hell? Fill it up. Okay. I'm gonna get full. That's what we need right now. And let's refill it. And start moving again. It's been already like 30 minutes of the stream and I've barely left the coast. And as you can see, my character is not really a coastal character. So, yeah, I have everything I need. Though maybe checking a couple more houses to find a little bit more food would be a good idea. So not this place, of course. The shotgun's not supposed to be here. Okay, let's take this because we have a shotty. And that's some paper on the ground. Yeah. Signs of people everywhere. But the food's back. Maybe that probably means that there were people here, but they're kinda all gone. And that they have been gone for quite some time. The place has been empty for a while. Because there's loot, there's food, but we have signs of people as well. Okay, so the shotty is a, I don't know, last chance weapon. Let's keep it for now. But if I find something like just 9mm pistol, actually I have a 9mm pistol, this one, I gotta get rid of it. This one I absolutely don't need. Yeah, pliers and a mech on the ground. It's even loaded. Okay. I'm getting rid of it. Oh, and here we have even an old and cold fireplace. Yeah, okay. Let's keep moving. Not through this farm though. The other side of it ends up in an open field, and you would have to be like crossing that open field. Did I see something over there? Oh, was it just leaves? Or this grass? Yeah, that's not really that much of a cover here, but it's definitely not running over there across that open field. At least here we have some bushes and trees from time to time. So these bunkers, yeah, I'd normally of course visit all of them, but this character, as you can see, has everything. And I mean, I'd really like to start with a fresh character again, but I have to do something with all the geared characters that I got. The wipe though, according to the news, the wipe's going to happen if everything goes according to plan, which it might not. But if everything goes according to plan, it's gonna be like in around 2 months. Maybe 6 weeks, maybe like 10 weeks, but in around 2 months. So now we have the Valentine's Day event going on, and the devs are preparing the next version of DayZ 1.29 that we actually used to have at some point on experimental, but then it got reverted back to 1.28, which was, I think, one of a kind action. It hadn't happened before, and yeah, probably not going to happen again. So the devs are preparing 1.29 to be rolled out to experimental servers again. And this time, actually, it might take even less, if everything goes according to plan, and I don't want to jinx it. This time it might take even less time to actually test everything on experimental for the new version and push it to stable. Because we've had already, we had already 1.29 on experimental, and it got unfortunately pulled back because they found the big problem in 1.28 and they had to step away from 1.29 and start working on 1.28, which is like unprecedented. But if that was needed, then it was the right thing to do, to kind of make those steps back. So after we getting 1.29 on experimental, which is going to happen, I think, pretty soon, like in a week, maybe a couple weeks, then yeah, the countdown for the stable servers will start, and they all will be wiped with the new version rolled out on them. I hope I didn't confuse anybody, but by my explanations. So, but basically, yeah, around 2 months we have on stable before it vanilla servers before it gets wiped. Community servers, probably again the wipe is not going to be necessary, but yeah, community servers, they almost always wipe. Yeah, Chamber Center, I can see that. Yeah, that's 100%. That's definitely like some of them stuff, and that's why it wasn't probably for me. I'd be like always in a rush, so just grab a cigarette and let's go. So I used to smoke like around a pack and a half a day. Max it would be like 2 packs a day, but usually around a half, a little bit less than maybe around 1 1/3 of a pack in one day. Yeah, the river looks rather strange, I would say. Oh, I can see, that's the entire lake. Can you imagine? I can see it from here. I think, yeah, that's the entire lake. Yeah. Unfortunately, players do not render at such distances. So yeah, I had one pipe. I actually don't even know where it is now. I do not remember throwing it out when I quit smoking. Well, when I quit smoking, I just had a couple of cigarette packs and that was it. So, but I don't remember throwing out the pipe. Maybe I did actually and just blacked it out. Interesting. Yeah. Oops, I didn't close the gates. Oh, guys, no. Apps? Crap. So the loot's finally spawning on the second floor of this building. After many years, like, of these rooms being empty. Oh yeah, something like this I've been looking for. Yeah, and these pretty dangerous shotguns are here now. I mean, I hear everywhere in Livonia. So those are actually pretty devastating. They are not a joke firepower at all. I mean, they might even be a little bit OP for the cost, I would say. What are you? And what makes them especially OP in this case, in this prison, is that they always come loaded with, if they are loaded with anything, and they quite often are, they come with like normal shotgun shells in them. Well, Wasted, good evening, welcome, nice to see you, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's amazing. I mean, maybe the RAI editors. I mean, when you edit the map, I think you have full control over like loot placement and whatnot. It works in zones, as far as I know. It's just... No, if you're running your own server, I don't remember if you can actually redefine that just in the XML files. Is it just in the XML files? Yeah. But I think when you just use a map editor, it's there. It's there. So, it's just there's no separate loot editor. It's all like just all in one as far as I understand. But yeah, if you're running your own server, yeah, you can just edit only the XML files. Well, I'm 100% sure that whatever people use to edit DZ maps these days or create DZ maps has all the tools for like the loot zones and whatnot. I'm like almost 100% sure. Gotta ask Nate. Chamber Senator, of course, knows that too. He's in the chat. But the person who has been like recently working a ton on DZ maps, specifically on one DZ map, that's Nate. Okay. I do not want to loot the base down there, but we haven't found the pistol. 50 is new 30. Yeah. Why did I miss this one? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, loot even here now. This room's like... I've always had like microscopic chance of spawning anything. So I think quite some loot spawns in this prison model. They've been updated. Okay. Yeah, let's go and take a look at what's going on in the base. Maximum confusion for the zombies. Trying to follow me. Oops. I just had 2 full canteens of water. And I'm not fully hydrated. Yeah, I'll have to go back to prison and have more water. Because that's like the only well for quite some time, I think. Okay. I need a Glock. May I please have a Glock here? Usually there's like a ton of them. Okay, this will come in handy. Considering the amount of damaged magazines I've picked up already. Oh, there's a bunch of you. There was another one, I think. Yeah. Oops. Okay. You all stay there. And there's one more. Okay, at least this one died properly. Properly died. The one running on the roof kinda is freaking me out a little bit. Okay, another magazine. Okay, that I do not need. Actually, having something like how many magazines have I found already? It's like 5. So having something like a Mecher for just anti-zombie silenced weapon, that would be absolutely nice. Okay, here we have the pistol, at least that we got going our way. Oh crap. Let's get rid of this one and go and drink again. Why are you still alive? Did your pilotka protect you? Would you just leave me alone for a sec here? There's so much movement. Yeah, my silenced is like a little bit too powerful and a little bit too hard to find ammo for to use it just on zombies. Did you just okay? Whatever. My canteen it's still full. Got to empty it first. Okay. Looking for me? Come in. I haven't done actually. I would really like to try movie binge. I haven't done that in a very long time. I don't even remember when I last time tried that. But binge watching shows, absolutely without any intention. I would sometimes do that with my wife. We would just binge watch something. We kind of been postponing binge watching Pluribus. So, because that would kind of, even without any intention to binge, that would result in a binge watch. And yeah, you're gonna need time for that. I know, right? I know. But yeah, of like any old shows that we've kind of watched recently, it was like the old Addams Family, the black and white ones. The black and white one, that show we had been watching, but then switched to something else. Yeah, they have quite interesting, quite actually unusual amount of really good stuff on Apple TV. Quite an unusual amount of good ones. Okay, I'm just fixing these magazines for the rounds inside them. Oh crap, that one was badly damaged. Okay, I still have this. Okay, this is just damaged. Okay. Wasted. I haven't been following prices in the country, so I do not know. It's been crazy even without that because of all the sanctions and whatnot, so I don't know if it became any crazier. So it's already been pretty insane, to be honest. Yeah, I wish I remembered what it was here before, because it could have easily already been like that even before the craze. Because here we have like our own atmosphere, let's put it that way. We could have had pretty... I mean, it could have been like super high even before the craze because of our local situation here. Got to actually check. Let me just hide in a bush, and it would be really interesting to check because I really haven't been following like the new parts prices. I've been kind of I know that the cheapest 5090 you could get here, and like not from a 100% legit source, but still probably it would be a good one. So the cheapest 1590, like in January, I think I checked the last time, would be, let me see, around 3,600 bucks in January, the cheapest 1590. I think around 3,600 bucks. Okay, enough of the zombies. They are like super annoying and mostly for nothing. Why are you so close? Yeah, Le Carré actually, yeah, Le Carré is yeah, is a very legit source material. So the first, by the way, speaking of the Le Carré things, the first season of the Night Manager was very good. The second season was just, and you know what? Because the first season was based on Le Carré's book, and the second one they decided to write themselves, even though after they released the first season 10 years ago, Le Carré was still alive, and he offered them some ideas and drafts for the second season, and they refused it, and the second season of the Night Managers just like... Yeah, wasted. I mean, even as a filler, it's like so freaking inconsistent in many ways. I mean, psychology of the characters seem to be like all broken. So I don't know. We decided that we are not going to watch the third season. So it's like we are not the fans of Le Carré, but I mean the way they kind of disrespected the source, the material they made the first season based on. I don't know. I lost like any trust. George Smiley, I think George Smiley was one of the characters. Oh, an empty crate in the bush. One of the characters of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, played by none other than Gary Oldman. Well, and I could not compare the Night Manager to the Slow Horses. I could not stop comparing. And the second season of Night Manager was like losing pretty much at every turn, at every corner. Do I need this heli crash? Absolutely not. Let's go and take a look nonetheless. Yeah, the one thing I forgot to do is to move actually this silencer to this gun. A. That was surprisingly loud. Okay. Anything interesting in here? Yeah, this. Actually, yeah. I at least found the scope for my gun. The guy who wrote the old the slow horses, I keep forgetting his name. He actually kinda like, well, he wasn't officially an apprentice of Le Carre, but it's like he was an apprentice of Le Carre. So, strangely enough, one unexpected like thing. My wife didn't really like the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, but Slow Horses, which is like pretty much the same show, the same idea, the same stuff going on. Maybe with a little bit more humor. She liked a lot. McHarren, yeah. Pretty easy name, yeah. I keep forgetting the easy names, and like something like Engelbert Humperdinck I would remember forever. And something like Mick Heron, yeah, I'd forget immediately after hearing it. Yeah, wasted. No, they converted the first season very well. That's the thing why I didn't like what happened. The first season was solid because it was Le Carre. The second season wasn't Le Carre. The second season of The Night Manager was just their idea. They should have listened to Le Carre while he was still alive, but they didn't. So, and we ended up with a very weak season, with like inconsistent psychology of the characters. I think they really wanted Hugh Laurie back, so they kinda just, well, it's technically not a resurrection because they had that tone in cheek since the very beginning of the first episode, but it is a resurrection, and it started, I apologize, with all the Latin American stuff. It started to look like a Latin American TV show, with characters being resurrected, and the next season I think they got to use the trope of somebody losing memory for quite some time, and then remembering a prince with a ton of money. The next series will be UK based. Wasted, because I played GeoGuessr. Wasted, I could tell they were filming Colombia, mostly in Spain. Because I play GeoGuessr. So I don't think they went to Colombia only for some like what's the name of that type of shooting? For some just generic pieces, like the paysages of the city and whatnot. So they filmed all the actors, I think mostly in Spain, if not everything was just filmed stock footage. Yeah, for some stock footage. Yeah, that's the right term. Thank you. So and all the characters, I think, if not everything, then like 70-80% was filmed in Spain. I saw a lot of road signs. Well, not road signs, just route number signs from Spain in the show, and I was like, yeah, you couldn't even go to Colombia. Come on. And the stock footage they got, I mean, it seemed even to be lacking, because it just happened so that I watched a video from a guy who went to Colombia just after we watched The Night Manager, and I mean, come on, it shouldn't have been so different, but the guy who went to Colombia on his own and filmed some stuff on the streets, even though he was just a tourist, not like a guy checking out the backyards and dumps and places where people would not go, or not a hardcore tourist going like to the tallest mountains and places nobody would go. So no, he was just a tourist, but it looks so different from the Night Manager that I was like, yeah. Yeah, Chamber Senator, yeah. The slow horses is like, yeah, it's 100% one of the best ones. And I didn't read Mick Herron's, but I heard many times that it's like super fair adaptation. Gonna get ya. Good evening, welcome. I used to come to this house a lot. I actually quite some time at one point had some sort of a stash in that place, in that forest spot. Oh, gonna get you. Yeah, that's Twitch. Unfortunately, that's Twitch. So far, absolutely nothing happened. Unfortunately, I just found an empty crate in a tree, and ruined abandoned base, completely empty. And an empty crate in a random bush. Oh, that's the only achievement for the evening, unfortunately. And my character keeps getting thirsty because of... No thirsty. Now he's hungry. Okay, we gotta eat the food we got. Yeah, I guess I got to try to start streaming. A little bit earlier. To start my streams a little bit earlier because, yeah, people seem to be, strangely enough, people seem to be like normal people and not vampires. So kind of what would you expect? People to sit here in the middle of the night? Yeah. But when I kind of go back to my normal sleeping schedule and streaming schedule, yeah, I would be streaming pretty late for pretty much anybody, but people in the States. Okay. That looked a little bit like a rusty car, but it's just a rock lit by the setting sun, I guess. So I'm going to Huta. These are the bushes surrounding one of the approaches to Huta. Actually, yeah, straight to the lumber mill of Huta. Once killed the guy here through the well, barely translucent glass of this building. He was here inside and I was there outside with a sniper rifle though. I think he was hiding. Yeah, he was hiding from a bear, or maybe tried to confuse a bear by staying inside, and the bear ended up on the roof, I think. He was pretty geared though. That I remember. This place used to be very attractive when it was spawning military loot. It was possible to find like an AK-74 in here, not even the baby version, the normal long version of it. But since then, yeah, it's all like, it's all civilian now. It has been converted to civilian, and pretty much there's no incentive even go to this place. They should have done something else. Yeah, lots of buildings, lots of places used to spawn military on this map. Almost all the ruined houses here used to spawn military loot. They should have maybe like designed a special zone, civilian mixed with military, just to maybe tone down the military loot a little bit, but not to remove it completely, because now nobody really even loots these buildings. It's like civilian loot in the middle of the map. Not good enough incentive to climb these buildings. So maybe, yeah, it's kind of the explanation for these ruins to have military loot. it's always been that it's the military zone. The whole, like, 2/3 of the map, southern 2/3 of the map, like southern half, a little bit more than half, it's like military. If you look at the map, that's posted on the tourist info stands. So and since it was kind of designated as military, these places found military too. I used to actually see lots of people in Huta. I doubt we are going to see anybody these days. Like, zero incentive. Oh, that's the wrong one. Because the only military location this place has now, it's this one, and it doesn't spawn a lot, of course. Yeah, I have a scope on this gun now from the helicopter. The only good thing, but to be honest, I didn't check the helicopter that well. It looked like it didn't have anything, but maybe I missed something. What I keep hearing today, I keep hearing actually goat steps. Probably those are like my steps. It's just I keep hearing them like something coming from different directions, which is sort of course, pretty creepy. What I wanted to do, yeah, I wanted to fix my shoes. I like them, don't want to lose them. Then, yeah, this needs to be reloaded. I have only one magazine, but since it's an anti-zombie gun, yeah, you need more than one magazine. You better pick up a Bison gun. Hey. Locked even. Well, I mean, nobody just cared to unlock it. Well, if you're saying that the sandbaggers, it's like Le Carré, then it wouldn't be able to even distinguish its influence on Mick Herron, because like he is a Le Carré disciple pretty much. Yeah, it's sorta maybe just like pretty much with anything else. Family craft, I don't know. Oh, hi there. Somebody left a shotgun in here, but then a Saiga spawned in here too. So, but we got rid of that stuff. Okay, if you're lucky, you can find the Saiga gun here, which is nice. But the magazine probably, yeah, not going to be even close. There was a drum mag at the heli crash though. Okay, so another military location is on the way. Hedrikov, I think the name is. Though I might be confusing it with something else. It started as an unnamed one long time ago when they only released Livonia. And then it got its name, Hedrikov. So yeah, on one side, you feel like even though it's a designated military area, it doesn't, again, it doesn't spawn much. But the thing is that it's completely random, and if you have like, if you get pretty much a gun in every military building, guaranteed, then it would feel more like Players Unknown's Battlegrounds. Oh, here we have a Ladanima, which is sorta nice. I saw a battery on the coast. Do I have a spark plug? No, of course this character doesn't have a spark plug. You think it's someone's? It looks like it's been spawned. Ah. Okay. I didn't think of that. Doesn't look like anything is wrong with it. Maybe somebody just attached that door and left it be. Why would you park your car like this in the middle of this, well, spot? Maybe it's a spawn? Still. Okay, the server shutting down. I guess. Short break while the server is getting back online. Some clips for you, some AFK time for me, so be right back.
Stairs. It's the third floor. Take a shot. Oh, it's coming to you. I see it now. You got him. Yeah, you got him.
And I'm back. Thank you for waiting for me. Yeah, Chamber Senator, but, well, I mean, what I can say about the slow horses is that probably the only kinda, I don't know, maybe like flaky moment. I don't know how to describe it properly. Not like completely untrue, but the only moment that kinda didn't feel exactly right. It was like the death of that conservative politician in the last season. So that death would have like alerted the Met Police pretty much 100%, and nobody would have been able to get away from that event clean. So everything else in the whole, like, has it been like 4 seasons, like, yeah, as flawless as it can be for a show. So definitely knows where to get his stuff from. The zombies are already around. I just logged in and we have the zombies already around. Something maybe is cooking here. Should we just wait for a little bit? Or are these persistent zombies? Oops. I'm almost sure that's after me, not after people that might be in this location. So maybe it's a spawned car. But you're right about somebody giving it another door. Nice. Looking at the branch. Probably that's not the best bush in the area. And it's better not to try to shoot out of this bush. Have the doggies just decided to shut up? Maybe because I'm kinda too stealthy for them right now. They cannot detect me. Okay. No, they're there. But it feels like they're getting actually farther away from me, not closer. Thought it was a dead zombie. Freaking hell. Okay, they're all here in the bushes. going to try maybe a different position here. A tent. That's a pretty strange place to just drop a tent. Well, I mean, people do all sorts of strange things in DayZ, so yeah. I don't think we have like camping situation or anything like that, but just in case. Can see a canteen inside the camo building. Okay. Crap. Thank you, gonna get you. Thank you for the heads up. I keep forgetting about that part. Aha, this one doesn't have one wheel. So, as good as it looks, it's not in the best condition. Oh yeah, that by the way, used a little bit. So somebody left it in here. And then we have another Saiga, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. This metal rattling sounds. So needs a spark plug and one wheel. And I think, yeah, the parts, they just came from this one. And the doggies, actually. I think the first time, it's the first time officially when I can say that the doggies weren't going after me. The doggies went after somebody else. Or maybe they're just trying to be stealthy. Nice belt, but we have everything on the belt. Very tactical too. Nothing to see here. Truck. Truck has nothing. Okay, that Humvee, whatever. I do not care. The zombie got confused, which is good. something was sort of kinda flashing white on the ground over there. Tree stumps? Okay. I have a little bit of fizzy water left. The doggies didn't come. Either they got completely confused by me hiding in the bush and they couldn't just track me, or I don't know. Okay, let's fix this silencer. Bizarre adaptation of the story and characters of Waiting for Godot. Oh boy, man. Waiting for Godot, come on. Waiting for Huey. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. That's why I picked it up. Waiting for Godot in Chernaris, so come on. I mean, I would say that's a pretty bold vision. Yeah, that's like pretty bold idea. Super bold idea. So bold that it might even work. But speaking of adaptations, it's better just to write something than to try to like get somebody to produce it, because as something visual, because it's like it's so freaking hard, it's nearly impossible. It's like winning a national lottery would be easier for you. You are from the States, so I don't think the States have national lottery. It's the UK. Yeah. Whole script treatment. Yeah, I know. I mean, it would be better to just turn it into... I mean, if you are not insane to hope for like it being picked up for production, I'd maybe like say maybe it would be better like as a short story or like middle-sized story. I mean, not as a like script, as like a screenplay, because nobody really, to be honest, really like reading scripts if it's not a like professional thing. So what the hell? I keep hearing things not coming from me. So yeah, treatment just unpacked into a short story, I would say. Money making scripts. Well, yeah. Money making, that's a big I mean, I actually know an environment where it might have worked. Like an episode of of The Walking Dead, for example. So, as an episode of The Walking Dead, maybe, possibly, because that world is pretty big. Okay, I'm following the road. I don't want to get lost, so I'm doing it the dumb way. Just following the road. Gonna get you don't say, because the last 2 weeks, they feel like 1 week to me, literally. I mean, it's been pretty hectic, partially because of me just being busy, but partially because of my sleep schedule getting completely broken. I know that during the previous week, I kinda had to do some other things that I would be, well, otherwise doing pretty rare, but still feels fused with this week entirely and completely. But yeah, this week to me it felt like super short as well. But I think it's because of my sleeping schedule being completely broken. Okay, so this turns and goes here. To the tavern, I think, that has a name too. A settlement consisting of a tavern and 2 houses. Okay, let's go slightly back and visit that place too, because why not? My hoodie got damaged. That's better. Yeah, I keep hearing those kind of really short rustling noises, like psk, 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 something like that. That would pretty much sound like somebody brushing a bush or something, but not coming from me, coming from someplace around me. As long as it's not barking. Well, barking is not really that big of a problem. I didn't tell the story recently, a couple days ago. I actually was checking on my characters on these different servers, and I logged on one server to actually encounter that I had a character there in this area next to this tavern here. It was sort of an empty server. Well, not completely empty, but close. Oh, nice crossbow. So, and I was like, since I logged in, I just wanted to check on the character only, but since I kind of logged in, I decided to check the village, maybe if there's like food or anything. And there was a super clever trap. Like super very well made trap. There was a wall built inside this house, which is actually pretty rare by itself. So why would you try to board this building? Was that if like you'd have to board every window too? But no, somebody just boarded it. But in front of the gate they left a trap here, a tripwire with a grenade. So when I tried to get closer to the wall to take a look at it, yeah, and I didn't realize at first what happened. I had time to just hide from the explosion. That was a helicopter and a zombie step. There's a zombie here that I cannot see. Where's that zombie that I cannot see? What the hell's going on here? No zombies here. So yeah, I went to check on the wall inside that building, on the, well, player build gate, and I got into that trap. Yeah, you can hear their steps. Oh, why so loud? Yeah, chamber center. That would be like pretty hardcore. I mean, let's imagine one could use AI for generating the video, and even that would be like insanely hard. Consistency is like a problem, but besides that, just getting things you need out of like those generative networks. Yeah. I don't know what would be easier, to actually get a somewhat coherent results from scene to scene out of the generative network, or like going through all the challenges of real production. Unlucky with the mushrooms. Both are moldy. Yeah, that's the thing. We heard them earlier, and they, by the sound of them, started to go away farther and then just disappeared. The sound of them disappeared, and they never appeared themselves. With a warning or without one? Okay. Unfortunately, at this point, I gotta call it a day. I'm starting to lose it. Really. I might just start. I don't know. There's no such thing as cliffs in DayZ, but in the state, I might have run over a cliff. So let's call it a day before I just run into somebody's bullets. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Nothing really happened. Again, the highlight of the evening was finding that empty hidden crate in a random bush, but it was empty. Hidden but empty. So thank you very much for watching. YouTube people, thank you for watching on YouTube. Please leave a like if you like this stream, but I understand that there's not a lot to like. Subscribe for more of this mediocrity, whatever. And yeah, Twitch people, thank you for watching on Twitch and chatting. Gnagecha, Chamber Senator, Sofa, Wasted, who else? Okay, all those names. Thank you people for jumping in. A Mountain Man, thank you for jumping in again. A Chamber Senator, happy birthday. Here's to 50 more. I've been drinking some soda. So, and hope to see you all soon. I'm trying to get back to my normal sleep schedule and to have more time to stream games. So not just an hour a day for GeoGuessr, but something more. So the weekend though, the Saturday and Sunday, yeah, usually not my days at all. But I'll try to get better. Don't leave the channel yet, the Twitch channel, people. Let's find somebody to rate and call it a day. Okay, the internet's working. It's been like flaky again, especially on my mobile. Oh, Church is back with some DayZ. He has moved to a new house. He got a camera. So let's go and say hi to Churchy. And I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, so the rates here, it is activated. I can see it. Here we go. The link's in the chat again, but you know the drill. You'll be teleported there automatically, or you can click the link. Let's go and say hi to Churchy. I will see you all tomorrow. Again, thank you for watching and chatting. Appreciate that a lot. You people have a good one. Good night and goodbye.